young enthusiasts. This is a first of a couple of instructional videos to help with your practice, especially if you're just starting out. In this one, I'm going to go through the fundamentals of how to do a bow stance. So the idea of a bow stance is that you're taking a posture where that you would take if you were going to draw a bow and arrow and shoot it. And this posture is pretty stable. Your feet are shoulder width apart, and the distance between them depends on your height. But basically, you can make it like so. My feet are shoulder width or hip width apart now. I can basically take the length of my foot, go 1, 2, 3, and that's probably about right for me. Everybody's feet are different, so they're going to have a little different distance between the back and the front. You could even go a little farther depending on your flexibility. So from the front, you'll see that the back foot is turned out about 45 degrees from, so if this is 0, 0, and this is 90, it's halfway in between. 45 to 30 or even to 60 is about right. And the other foot, again, hip or shoulder width apart. The heels are hip or shoulder width apart. One foot is forward, pointing forward. The other one is pointing at an angle to the side. Okay, so if my weight is forward on this leg, then my body is forward. If I shift my weight back, then this knee tracks over this foot and my body turns to that 45 degrees. So you shift forward, your body faces forward when your front knee is bent. You shift back, your body faces an angle to the side when your weight is on the back leg. Okay, so from the side, I step my feet apart. I turn that one foot out. I take my weight off of that foot when I turn it. That makes it so you have less pressure on your joints when you rotate. Shift, extend my leg, and shift the weight forward. Now, this is another way you can determine how long your step should be. Basically, how much can your knee bend? And then extend your leg and put the heel down. So sometimes if you can't bend your knee very much, you won't be able to take a very long step. That's okay. You just do the best you can do as far as the length of your step. And then when you get ready to move again, shift weight back and turn. Shift forward, lift the back foot, extend it, and forward again. Okay, so the other direction, here, feet apart. I shift my weight to one side and turn the other leg to that 45 degree. Extend and shift. When I get ready to move again, weight comes back, so there's no weight here. I rotate that foot out, shift forward, lift the back foot, extend, and step. Shift back, turn the foot, forward, lift, and step. Okay, I'm going to do it going towards you because I want you to see something else. So again, my feet are together here, my knees are soft, my tailbone is almost like it's sitting on the edge of a table. I step out, knees are soft still, shoulders relaxed. Now, when I move, you notice I shift my weight to this side as I turn this foot. I shift over, I bring the feet together. But when I step, I'm not stepping directly forward. I'm stepping a little bit at an angle. so that when I finish my step, my heels are still going to be hip or shoulder width apart. Shift back, turn the foot. As I shift forward, I lift the back foot, they come together, help my balance, but then when I step again, they're going to be apart again. Okay, shift, rotate, foot comes up, and then widen. And you'll notice each time I shift, my body shifts to face the direction my hips are facing. Okay, so let's just do a few steps with that particular stance. Feet step apart, shift and turn, feet together, extend, shift your weight forward, shift back, rotate the front foot, shift forward, lift the back foot, extend, and shift. Turn, step together, step a look forward and out a bit, and shift. Step together, forward and out, and shift. If I wanted to turn around in this stance, I would, instead of turning my foot out, I would rotate it in, bring the feet together, adjust this other foot if I need to, because you might not be able to rotate it all the way, and then resume my step. So shift, rotate out, and step. Shift, rotate out, and step. Okay, one more time, forward, and step. And now I'm going to turn, so I shift my weight back, rotate this foot in, feet together, and step. And if I need to make some adjustment on my back foot, I can. Okay. So from going this direction, shift, turn the foot, feet together, extend. Back, turn the foot, and extend. Now I want to turn around. I shift back, rotate the foot in. Notice my hips rotate with it. Bring the feet together. I can adjust this foot here if I want to, and then extend. And again, if I want to turn, shift, turn that foot in, feet together, adjust if needed, extend. Let's do that again. Rotate in, feet together, extend, and rotate in, feet together, extend. Now, at no point when you're doing this should you feel pressure or torque on your joints. So if you do feel that, please talk to me and we'll make some adjustment or look at where that torque might be happening. But the first thing you can do if you feel something like that is just check, okay, when I'm moving, am I taking the weight off of this other foot that I want to rotate? Secondly, when I'm stepping, am I falling into the step? Am I falling into it? Or am I extending and shifting? We want to do more extend and shift. We don't want to fall. And the third thing is when you bend this front knee, look over the knee, look at the end of your toe. Do you see the end of your toe? If you do, that's about right. If you don't, you're probably bending it too much. Okay? And the third thing is when I bend my knee, is it coming in compared to my foot? Is it going out? Let me back up so you can see it. Is it going in? Is it going out relative to my foot? Or is it going straight ahead? And the same thing when I shift my weight back, is my foot out, in, or tracking relative to the same direction my foot is going? So you want to keep your knee over whichever way your foot's pointing. So when I shift forward, my knee points the same direction as my foot. When I shift back, my knee points the same direction as my foot. Okay. Okay, so that's the bow stance. And the next videos we'll do will be about the empty stance and a few of the other basic postures and movements in Tai Chi.